legal principles and the rule of law. Or, in consideration of their disability, these candidates will be permitted to continue and receive on 4th of April 2025. All pending applications, including implement applications, also stand post on no order is to cost. Also stand post on no order is to
if a lordship permits. There is one matter where, my lord, can I seek my lord's indulgence, my lord, something which I cannot mention, my lord, in the mail, my lord. I'll have to mention, my lord, if a lordship permits. There is one matter where, my lord, it's a huge parcel of land where we have the central government has succeeded before the High Court. The matter long back was referred to a 3 honorable judges bench. And on my request, because, my lord, the government is planning some international level manufacturing activity on that land. But because of status quo, we are unable to do that. It's a 3 honorable judges bench matter. On my request, it was placed before the bench headed by my Lord Justice Suryakant. But now, since there are no 3 judges bench, the matter could not be taken up. If your lordships can consider, my lord, putting that matter for a day, it would be over in a day, both sides.
The bench, all the 3 judges have already been nominated. Justice Suryakant is heading the bench.
My Lord Justice Suryakant is heading the bench. We mentioned and we said one session each will complete.
Just mention it before Justice Suryakant, whatever date he takes, whatever directions will be there, we will provide.
Then I'll mention and then, my lord, trouble your lordships again.
Lord, permission. One matter. Are you mentioning? Please move in mentioning slip.
This is a civil appeal, my lord. The registry did not accept a mentioning memo. Lord, this is a regular civil appeal. I
mention it by way of a memo or
if the registry is not accepting.
They move an application for early hearing. That's it.
Ours is a part-heard, mine is a part-heard matter. It's a regular matter.
Maybe move an application
to come up on the 5th of February.
Please move. No, please. We can't help it sometimes. Part-heard matters also cannot be listed because of the other matters coming up. But whatever it is, if there is a matter which is to be taken up in the regular hearing, please move an application for early hearing. You can't mention it. I don't want to start this practice of mentioning again.
But regular matters,
regular matter, move an application for early hearing. That's it.
But here the issue is your lordships had already directed 1 year back to list it within 2 weeks. 1 year back.
Please move another application. That's it.
Lord, I wanted to make a personal request. In 104, I have sought the permission of all the other parties. I'm in a part-heard today. If it comes, my lord, it may be said not for today. Only not for today, my lord. Much obliged. Somebody will be here, my lord, when it is called up.
We'll move earlier. My lord, I'm troubling your lordship, my lord. It's an urgent matter of. My lord, I'm just explaining 1 second only, my lord. My lord, the matter was listed on Friday. the Lordship, Court number 6 has directed that all the matters should be listed before one bench. One matter was listed before another bench. My Lord, the order is to be listed.
That's all. I think you have already spoken to me about it. You'll get your list tomorrow.
Two matters are already listed today, Manoj.
Maybe those were taken up, they're taken up. If they're not taken up, we'll list the other matters tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Just give those numbers.
I'm obliged.
Yes, please.
Just one minute. I'm for the.
Tell me one thing. What is this care of address at Mumbai?
Malad.
Who's the person with whom you are residing?
Malad, the uncle is there, Malad, because
Sorry.
continuously, Malad.
Sorry, please. This is
For
all.
so long time, Malad, this is residing.
No. You don't start residing with uncle.
I will clarify.
No, sorry, please. This care of address is on.
No, Malad, because when she was in Junjuno,
No, you don't go to.
Captain
From Junjuno, you went to
so that's why he shifted from
Then
there.
residing with uncle.
But Malad,
Don't make up a sham story.
get admission also there, Malad. Your Lordship may kindly consider this, but
What
additional? I will give the additional affidavit also, Malad.
Proceedings will continue. Proceedings will continue. We're vacating that order. Proceedings have to continue. This type of you can't go and say what's the relationship with the uncle?
The real uncle is there, Malad.
What do you mean a real uncle?
Malad,
Uncle can mean so many things.
Malad, because
What's the relationship?
for some job, Malad, because the small kid, Malad, the 3 years baby was with her, Malad.
The brother, one minute. Father and the brothers are still residing in
Junjuno, right, Malad. They were residing there, all Junjuno, but then
they'll take care of you.
affidavit I will give to Malad.
No, sorry.
Additional affidavit.
Sorry, please.
Just a week, Malad. Your Lordship.
No, sorry. We are not inclined to accept the pay for transfer, hence the transfer petition is dismissed.
Malad, the 2 matters are already there, Malad. That Mumbai the petition was filed by the husband, Malad, not by the wife, Malad.
We will transfer those matters if the husband files any application. Next case, please.
Just one week.
Please, that's all, please. Nothing.
Item 2, Malad. I am for the respondent. May I submit one thing, Malad? There is another transfer petition filed by husband. Let the both matters may be taken together, Malad. That is diary number 44349 of 2024. In that matter, is notice is issued, Malad.
In that matter, also notice is issued. On what date is it listed?
Malad, there's no date, Malad. Let this that matter may also be listed with this matter, Malad. Next week.
No, what is the date in that other matter? No date is
I'll just
it's a diary
notice-
notice and
Double-
confirmation. It's a
notice and stay is issued in that transfer petition, Malad. 44349. I have served to the other side council also.
with transfer petition
44349. Diary number
diary number 44349
of 24.
of 2024 stated to have been filed by the respondent in the week commencing 5th of May 2025.
My lord, let me make a submission. In the said transfer petition, he has not mentioned that the present transfer petition is filed without mentioning and suppressing that he has
It is
applied.
mentioned. It is mentioned.
This is
It
the
is
order.
mentioned. I will show it.
We'll see. Let it come.
Obliged.
My lord, if I may, we are being led by senior advocate Mr. Vikas Singh in this matter. We are for the respondents. Can we?
Let it be before the High Court.
The difficulty before the High Court will be, the High Court is bound by the final judgment of the single judge, which is pending before your Lordship, page 333. Page 333.
For a short pass.
No, but
And there is a
we have already passed the interim order in that case.
Yes.
Will that interim order direction not be applicable?
No, my lord, the High Court is proceeding. I appeared last. Only a minute, sir. No, not your matter, sir. It's
Yes, Mr. Glover.
my lord, what has happened is, my lord, there is a judgment dated 4th
I'm aware of that judgment. We are aware of that judgment.
So, learned single judge who is listening the fresh matter now will be bound by this, cannot take a different view. That judgment is pending before your Lordships, which is at page 333. Your Lordship's order, plus a similar my lord, order passed by the High Court of Kerala is also, my lord, 3.1. Let there be a national policy.
So
Will be bound by this. Pikachu. That judgment is pending before your lordships, which is at page 333. Your lordship's order, plus a similar order passed by the High Court of Kerala, is also 3.1. Let there be a national policy. Yes,
4.1 and 4.2 are bail applications.
Yes, please. How long?
More than 11 years, my lords.
No, 11 years is with remission or
Remission. With the remission. Actual undergone is
May I just
8 years enrolled and 7 years enrolled.
may I just hand over the custody certificates? They may not be on record, my lords.
What is the custody certificate that you filed? That's it. As on 7th August 2020.
Please.
The actual custody is not what you are saying.
actual custody is how much?
The actual
Lords, the actual would be the total imprisonment is around 7 years, my lords.
Mukesh is 7 years, 11 months
Then
ago.
earlier the applications were rejected. We are not, just wait for some time.
2 persons killed.
We are not inclined to
Lords, the
accept.
main accused have already been granted.
We are not inclined to accept the present application for suspension of such terms. So the appeals shall be.
My lords, in that case, may I just request your lordships have already fixed the main appeals by the previous order.
Which
These
state?
applications can also be taken up.
Which state is the main appeal listed?
My lords, it was last listed on the 30th of January, pursuant to the order of 6th of September 24.
The main appeals will be listed for in
Lords, then these applications can also be.
in the week commencing. In first 10 matters in the week commencing 28th of July 2025. In case the appeals are not taken up for hearing within a reasonable time, it will be open to the applicants, so applicants to file a fresh application for suspension of something.
My lords, may I request that these applications may be
No, not required.
obliged.
Wait for minutes.
Lord, CEC has again filed a report. It is clarified, Lord, that there is no per day. It's actually per year, and I am already short.
No, that application of yours is little odd. What you have done is you just simply calculated from November to March. What you are forgetting is the period earlier there too. If you have been shortfall in that, that's it. It's not but if you calculate it throughout the year, there will be no shortfall. Even if you take the per day extraction into
No, Lord, if your lordships ultimately hold in my favor, then I'll be.
that per day stipulation will continue, because if you take it throughout the year, it will be sufficient to cover up the.
Only
And
thing,
you
Lord,
yourself accept that in your application you had given that, but then you say it was not mandatory for me to give that.
Lord, now what I've done, I'll tell you, lordships. I moved for amendment of that PC.
There is
There is
also an application for additional evidence making allegations against
I'm
you.
not even, it is filed yesterday. And all kinds of things, Lord. This is obviously
We don't know.
and
We'll have to.
questions of arrival.
Once, without him filing a reply, you make a statement that absolutely, I'm absolutely clean and.
I'll file a reply. I'll file a reply to that. Lord, in fact, may I suggest one more thing? Your lordships have seen the NGT order. There is no adjudication at all. Either of Lord per day or this, just joint committee. When there were objections not considered. I don't mind, Lord, going back to
Application for modification 49341 of 2025. We're not inclined to accept the prayer for this application. And hence, the same is discussed. Which is the other application for additional evidence?
IA number 82267 of 20.
They've been charged sheets by ED for this very mine for illegal mining. And cognizance has been taken by the court. This is a material fact they ought to have disclosed to the court.
I'll file a reply to them. Yes, we issued notice to them. I will.
You're sure?
What is the IA number?
This is 82267 of 25 weeks.
822 67 of 2025. Issue notice returnable within 2 weeks, within 4 weeks. In the non-applicant, including the applicant, will file reply within 2 weeks. Rejoinder, if any, within 10 days after service of the reply. Relist after relist in the week commencing
82267.
13th of May 2025.
Would your lordship require UP state to file an affidavit?
I've said non-applicants, including the applicant.
The laws had directed MOEF to file an affidavit last time on daily quantity.
That has not been filed.
Their affidavit has been filed, but it's simply a reiteration of what MOEF put in law.
I didn't see your affidavit. Has it
There
been
is
filed?
one balance, but it's not after that. We'll file that.
Something on the issue.
What's your affidavit? You filed an affidavit? What have you said in the affidavit?
Well, it's not on the daily quantity. We have
Not on the daily.
They've simply said we've created Riaz issue.
You are the state of UP has to file that.
no.
Well, it's Ministry of Environment.
PEC and the Ministry of Environment.
The Ministry of Environment and
MOEFCC, Forest and Climate Change.
Ministry of Environment and Ministry of
Environment, Forest and Climate Change.
Ministry of Environment, Forest and
Climate
Change. Union of India will file the affidavit in terms of the last order within a period of 2 weeks from today, with copy to the applicant as well as four respondents.
Lord, I'm led by Mr. Rodney in item 6. Lord, he's on his legs in a different court. He was hoping if your lordship could accommodate him by just 1 week or 2 weeks at best.
It's a very short matter.
The concession period is over now, Manas. Everything is done.
That's
The thing is hiding somewhere else.
passing it over.
Manas, then you I have another partner, then you have another. I'm on my legs. I'll be in my legs.
We'll accommodate if you're not there.
I'm saying.
We'll accommodate.
She may fix it.
Both sides are happy if it's put after a week or 10 days. They should not agreeable to it.
Both sides are happy, then it's fine. Will it come up after vacation?
Very well.
Request for password is made on behalf of the applicant. Stop. There's some difficulty in case the learned consultant for the respondent state there's some difficulty if the matter is passed over. Stop. Relist in the week commencing 28th of July 2025.
Great.
Also, the office report says as far as R1 is concerned, they're not being
What have you done? You made a mistake. This country of no parties.
in the memo of parties. Sorry. Yes, my lord.
Is the company a party?
They were not parties before the NCLAT.
Maybe, because, look, Mr. Jainnath, what are you saying?
That's right. Your lordships are right.
Because Section 9 has been quashed. Now the company is revived.
But yes, in terms of, that's right, there's no CIRP.
There is no CIRP. The company has to be made a party. It's elementary.
If I may say so.
It's elementary, Mr. Jainnath. There's no, you cannot argue.
I can't argue against that. I can't argue. I was a respondent in NCLAT.
But Mr. Jainnath.
Right. I'll put in accent.
I think it was.